guys, it's Nikki with Nikki's Gonna Plan, and today I wanted to do something a little different. I've been wanting to learn all that fancy handwriting you see people do in their planners, and I wanted to start using this workbook that I bought, and I thought maybe I could make a series so you guys could follow along with me if you wanted to learn hand lettering. So I bought this off Amazon. I will link it in the description if you are interested. It is a very, very pretty book. It's big, but it is pretty. Okay, so her name is Sarah from Chock Full of Love on Instagram. And she suggests if you buy this to get some paper, some trace paper or whatever. I'm just going to use like a plain piece of like printer paper, like thin printer paper, so that you can use this over and over again. Also, once we get through this book, I will be doing a part 2. It is a second book that I will be purchasing. Okay, here is the table of contents. You have lettering basics, the how-to, favorite tools, letter drills, connecting letters, dancing letters, mixing letters, flourishing letters plus illustrations, evolution of design, and lettering projects. We're not going to do all this in one video. I am going to break them up. I don't know how yet, but I will break them up into different videos. Okay, moving on. Lettering Basics Part 1. Here are the different types of writing, and this is serif. It refers to the feet of the letter. Sans is French for without, therefore sans serif font. Sans serif font has no feet. So baseline refers to the line where your letter sits. The mean line is half the distance from the baseline to the cap height. The downstroke is the downward stroke of the letter, which is the thickest part. Hairline is any upstrokes of calligraphy letters can be referred to as a hairline stroke. They're the thinnest part of the letter. A cross stroke is the line that crosses through your letters, and a sender extends above the mean line. A descender extends below the baseline. Okay, part 2, the how-to. Lettering can be done with any tool, but you will achieve different looks with each tool. You want to maintain a consistent angle of pen to paper and apply more pressure on the downstroke and less pressure on the upstroke. In this section, she's just talking about the different kinds of techniques that you can use with different kinds of pens. She mentions a monoline pen like a micron will keep a consistent pressure throughout. Brush pens can be tricky to master, but the results are beautiful. With a traditional pointed pen, the ink sits in a tine on the nib of the pen. When you apply pressure, the tine opens and the ink flows heavier. This type of pen is notoriously hard to control, but it does create a beautiful traditional calligraphy look. However, she doesn't recommend this type of pen for lettering newbies. So she recommends a brush pen or a monoline pen. I do not have a monoline pen. I do have a brush pen, so I'm probably going to be using that. If you don't have this book, you can always take notes and refer to them later. You can always go back and hit the pause button, write down what you need to write down, and then go from there. She uses a monoline pen like a micron, and what she first does is she letters the word plainly, and then she creates the downstrokes separately. After that, she just fills them in, and that's how she makes her words. Here are her favorite tools: Sharpies, microns, chalk pens, and brush pens. I'm not going to go through them. If you would like to pause this and look, please be my guest. I will be using brush pens, but whatever you would like to use, go for it. Part 4, lettering drills. This is where we are going to start, ladies and gentlemen. So grab you a piece of paper, notebook paper, happy planner filler paper, or any kind of filler paper, regular printer paper, just any kind of paper. So I have just a piece of paper, just you can see through it, and then I have a brush pen. It does have a pointed end, so I'm gonna just use this to write. If you're ready, let's get started. First, you have to do the downstroke. Let's see if I can see this. Downstroke, and then up, and then down. And then we're gonna do the downstrokes to make it look like it is filled in. I'll tell you guys I'm not very good, so we're just gonna do this together and learn. All right, let's try this again. We go up and down and around, just make a regular A, up, and we're gonna go down and around, and then we're gonna make our downstrokes. And right here, we're gonna make a downstroke. So I'm gonna keep doing that. If you guys want to follow along with me and pause the video and do some A's, or you can just do some A's right along with me, or you can just watch me do it. Maybe it will implant in your brain. Sometimes I can just watch things and then I can turn around and I can do them. This is not one of them. I actually have to practice. Okay, this is one without any tracing. I'm just gonna try this here. Here goes nothing. Go up and around and up and around. And we're gonna do the downstroke. See, this is me without any copying. This is freestyle, y'all. And it looks terrible. So we're just gonna keep going and do the best we can. Okay, downstroke. I'm gonna do one more and then I'll move on to the B. And I'll probably do some more practicing in my own time. Up, down to the bottom. I didn't go all the way down to the bottom last time. Okay, we're gonna fill this in. Perfect. Okay, I'm gonna go to the B's. So we're gonna go do this first, up and around. So let's do that first. Let's just do the up, around, and down below the line. And then we go back up. Oh, uh-oh, see, I've messed up. Let's try this again. All right. So I'm tracing, which is sad. Okay, so we're gonna go up and around and down. Okay, and then it says to go up and down and around and up. And then we're gonna go down with, draw the fake brush stroke. And then right here has one too, just a little one. Okay, here's one freestyling. I'm freestyling it. Oh no, here we go. Okay, up and around and down to the bottom. And then you start here and you go up and around and you swoop it and up. Okay. Then we're gonna do the downstroke. The fake downstroke. Okay, I'm gonna do one more and then I'm gonna move on. Okay, up and then you go over and around, down, then you go up and around, you swoop it, and then you make your fake brush strokes. Okay, I'll keep practicing. You guys keep practicing. I'm going to move on to the C's. This should be hopefully easy. Just up and around like a regular C, and then you just make a fake brush stroke right there. All right, up, down, and around, fake brush stroke. Okay, one more. I'm going to go on after that. Up and around. This is my freestyle, as you can tell. Well, let me do one more. So I kind of messed that one up. Up and around. Okay, not great. That's what practice is for. All right, we're going to do the D's. This looks a little complicated, but we're going to start right here in the middle. Go up and down and around, and I'm assuming right back up. Yep, and around, and then down. Okay, that's different. Now we do the brush strokes. We go all the way down to the swoop. I'm gonna call it a swoop. That's terrible. It's terrible, y'all, but practice makes perfect. All right, we're gonna go up and around. Okay, then it says, actually I did it wrong. Then it says to go up this way, around this way, down, and around. Fake brush strokes. All right, one more and then I'm gonna move on. I'll practice more on my own, which you guys should do as well. But that is totally up to you. So around, and you close it, and then you go up and around and down. Ooh, that's ugly. Let me do my brush stroke on the outside here. Just don't tell nobody. This is awful. Awful, I tell you. Goodness gracious. Let me do one more, because that looks awful. Okay, we're gonna go up and around, close it off. Then we go up and around, try to go towards that middle to connect it. Go down the line, and then you end it at the line. Fake brush strokes, we go all the way down to the swoop. Color it in, and the other one. All right, let's do E. So you start at the left edge, just like a little swoop, and then up and around and around. And then here is the fake brush stroke. So this is not, does it look so hard? Okay. Swooping up and around and brush stroke. I'm probably not using the right writing utensil. I just have a midliner brush pen with an ultra fine tip. So it has a brush on the back. We're not there yet, but I'm ready for when we are. So let's do this E one more time. We do a little swoop and up and down. Let's try to do one more time. This should be easy, right? Up and around and down. I'm determined to get this one. I don't know why. F. So we start at the left edge. Oh, this one looks a little more complicated. We start the left edge, and then we go up and around, down. Just make a normal, looks like a normal cursive F. And then the downstroke. And that's your F. Start at the left edge, go up and around, go all the way down, and then back up. And then we fill in the fake brush strokes. All right, let's go to G, y'all. How y'all doing? Feeling confident? Let me know. All right, the G, normal cursive G. Start right, here and move down. So we're going to start here and move around. Oh, well, maybe around. Let's go like around. And then it says to go down and around and up. Looks like halfway. Then the fake brush strokes. You can either just fill it in, as you go, or you can make, see, let me show you. You can do this if you feel confident enough, and then go down and around, and then make a trace, and then fill it in. There we go. Not great. Not great. Now the F or H, we're starting below the line. So start below the line, up, turn, up again, swoop it around, and you stop on the line, and then you go up and around just like a regular H, just a little fancy. Fill in those brush strokes, kind of. Try again. Below the line, up, turn, around, down, up again. It's just like a cursive H. Fill in those brush strokes. Oops. I didn't do this. The whoop. I didn't do that part. Okay, one more time. Below the line, up and around and down and swoopy. This is way off, but I'll do it anyway. Okay, let's do I. Start left, up, down, swoop. And then you fill in right here, just supposed to be is the brush stroke. All right, so I will be up and down, brush stroke here, dot it. That one is okay. All right, y'all, just keep practicing those, and we're gonna move on to we're gonna do the whole alphabet today, and tomorrow we'll start on numbers. Okay, guys, let's move on to J. We're starting below the line, and we're just making a up and over swoop. Then we're going down and around and up. And then right here is the only part we have to make a fake swoosh. So start below the line, up swoosh. I don't know if that's what it's called. I know it's called an up stroke, but it has that little curve, so I'm just like calling it a swoosh. And then we're going down and around and up. Fancy, right? Now we'll do the downstroke. And the dot. I forgot the dot. Alright, I'm going to do one more. And like I said, you guys are welcome to pause the video anytime to do more than what I'm doing. You don't have to just do 2 or 3. Pause the video and do 20. Do whatever you'd like. Don't feel like you have to do this in the same speed that I'm doing, because I'm only trying to do it a little quicker because I'm on video. When I practice, I'm probably going to go a little slower, so I would probably recommend that. That is totally up to you, but I'm going to move on to the K. Hopefully you guys can still see this okay. So we're starting below the line a little. We're going up and we're going over to the right, up, over and down, below the line, stop. We stop right here, or start right here to make the loop of the K. And then, of course, the foot. And then the downstrokes will be right here to the left, all the way down, all the way down, all the way down. Okay. No, being silly. And the downstroke is on the inside of the K, and it's just really tiny. So like that. Okay, we're going, starting below the line, up, around, over, down. Start the K right here, do the loop, and down. Brush strokes on the inside of the K, and the right side of the R, or the loop, sorry, not the R. Okay, I'm going to do one freehand. Here we go. Up, around, down, loop it, and foot it. Now we're going to do the downstroke, which is terrible. Terrible, but practice makes perfect. Okay, one more freehand. Start below the line, up, around, stop on the line, do your little loop, and foot. Downstrokes on the inside, on the right, and inside on the left. All right, that's K. On to L. Okay, we start in the middle, kind of. Go up, over to the right, kind of like the K. Up and down, and little swoop. Then we do the brush strokes. Start in the middle, up and around, down, and swoop. Brush strokes. Up and around, and down, and brush strokes. That was my freehand. Let's try it again. Up, bigger, 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 and down, and around. Terrible, terrible, but better with practice. All right, the M's. This looks fun. Start at the bottom, up and over and around and down. Then we go up, kind of weird looking. I don't even know how to explain it. And down and over. And then we do the brush strokes, which is on the inside of the left, and on the right we're going on the inside we're going to the right. I don't know if this is making any sense. I'm not a very good teacher, but I'm trying because I want you guys to learn with me, because that's the whole point of me making these videos, is so you can learn with me. Okay, let's try this again. Start below the line. I can't even see it. There we go. Below the line, up, around and down, up again, down, up, down, below the line, and swoop it. Okay. We'll do the inside brush stroke on the left and then the right. Okay, I'm gonna do it free-handed here. We're starting below the line, we're going up and around and down, up and down, up and down. That looks terrible. Try this again. We're gonna go below the line, up and around, and do a little swoop and swoop. I guess that's okay. It's not the best, but you know, I'm doing this all in front of you. I will practice, of course, off the camera, but you guys are seeing my very first try. So be kind. Go easy on me. All right, let's do H. Start right on the bottom line. Go up and around just a tiny bit over that top line and down. And then up again and down. It's like a quick arch. Then we do the brush strokes on the inside. Let's try it again. Okay, we gotta up and loop it. Up again, kind of quick and pointy. That's how I figured out how to do it, is just pointy. And then the brush strokes. Let's try. Now we're gonna freehand it here. All right, up and around and down, up and down, quick. Brush strokes, which there's not much room, but that's my first free-handed in. Let's go to the O. The O is starting right about here, just a little bit below the line. You know, I was thinking we could probably do like connect the dots. We can put a dot at the start. Here's one at the bottom. Here's one at the edge. So start here, go down. Oh, we can put one at the top, and then we go up, and then over, and then brush strokes. You know, it's a good idea. Let's do some like connect the dots. We'll do a starting point, a bottom point, an up point, and an ending point. So we start here, go down to the bottom, go down to the top, around and over. Y'all, that I think is a good idea. Let's do that. It's not great, but it'll help, I think. Okay, so starting point, bottom point, top point's just a little above, and ending point is on the middle. So we're going to start. We're going to loop it down and over, and that's terrible. Let me try it again. So we get a start, a down, a top, and an end. Down, up, and over. Oh my gosh, this is terrible. I don't know why I connected that. Connect the dots really isn't working like I thought it would. All right, so we go, start here, go down, up, and around, and I am gonna need more practice. Let's try it without the dots. Start, up and around, and it's really a little better, but not great. Let's do the downstrokes. We're gonna just X these out, y'all. The connect the dots didn't work like I planned, but it was worth a shot, right? That's better. It's freehand. That's better without the dots. It was a thought. It didn't work out. That's life. If you have a thought and it doesn't work out, don't fret. It's okay. Move on. So the K. This will start below the line. We're going to go up and over and around and down all the way. So this is a P. All right. And then I don't know where it wants me to start, but I'm going to just make it up. We'll start here. We're going to go around. We're going to swoop it and go up. Brush strokes are here and here. Ugh, yuck. Let's try again. Start below the line. We're going to go up and down. Start here and loop it. I've noticed it works better if you just let go and you just do it without stopping. Try to do it more fluently without stopping, and I feel like that works a little better for me. So don't worry, if yours are not perfect, neither are mine. A lot of people make videos showcasing their perfect things, their perfect craft, their perfect planner, their perfect journal with this beautiful handwriting. And you guys, that's not me. I'm going to show you where I mess up. I'm going to show you my shortcomings. I am not going to be perfect on this channel. So if you're looking for somebody who's perfect, it's definitely not me. All right, moving on. Enough chatter. Below the line a little, we go up and around, all the way down. This is freehanding it. Then we're going to make a circle. We're going to go real quick, make a loop. Yeah, that's not too bad. My little loop at the top is kind of big, but then we're going to do the downstrokes, the thick downstrokes. We're faking it right now. Okay, P's not that hard. It looks very difficult, but once you get the hang of it, it's not. We start at the bottom, go up, make a loop, and go all the way down. Then we're going to start. It wants you to make a big outer loop, but I think connected looks better. You can do the little outer loop if you want. It just goes, you start, you go around, and you just go outside a little bit and up. I don't like that. Personal preference. I like it better when it's up and all the way down, and then it just does the loop, but it stays inside. Does that make sense? So this is kind of what, I mean, that's a little over dramatized, but that's what they want you to do. Let's go outside the line. I personally think it looks better when you stay inside this line right here. I'm not very good with words. I'm not very good at descriptions. So I hope you guys are picking up what I'm putting down. Okie doke, let's go to Q. We're getting close. We're going to get through this alphabet and then we're going to call it quits, and I will continue it next time. So on Q, start in the middle, make a little, looks like an almond. Anyway, you start, you go around and up, and then all the way down and around, and then there. Just a normal Q. And then you fill in the downstrokes. Okay, so up and around, all the way down and around, and up. Brush strokes left inside. All right, one more. We're going to start here, up and around. Oh, up and around, and down and around, and swoop. Woo! That's a nasty freehand. Okay, let's try it one more time, and then we'll move on. Up and around, down. A little better. Not great. Not good compared to this. One more time, one more time. Up and down and around. Yeah, we're getting there. We are getting there. If you are getting there faster than me, good job, because I am not getting there very fast. Okay, the R's look pretty simple. You start at the bottom, you go up and around, start, and you go down and around. Do the brush strokes. Do the brush strokes. Y'all, do the brush strokes. Bring it down. Do the brush strokes. This is starting on the line, up and around and stop. This one's going above the top line. So, and then down and up below the bottom line. We got the brush strokes. Sounds like I'm saying breast strokes, but I'm saying brush strokes. I know I mumble. I do apologize for that. I'm trying to get better. Okay, let's move on. I did a couple R's and we're on to S. Grab me another piece of paper. I'll use this one. I was kind of practicing those letters earlier. You're starting just above the bottom line, just a tad. And we're going up to the top line, over below the bottom line, and around. Brush strokes on the right hand side. Start just a little above the bottom line, up to the top line, around below the bottom line, and swoop it. Brush stroke. I almost said brush stroke after I was talking to you guys about that. Okay, freehand it. We're going to go up to the top and around below the bottom and swoop it. You turn about the middle to swoop it. This middle line right here. There's some little lines that kind of show you the middle. So here I'm gonna freehand it. Oh, I didn't do the brush stroke. Let's do the brush stroke. Okay. Freehanding it. Here we go. We go up to the top, around to the bottom, and swoop. Okay, that wasn't terrible. Could have been better, but it's not terrible. Okay, moving on. We got the A. So we start like we did with the S. That's not an A, I'm sorry. T. It looks like an A. Can you blame me? Okay. Start a little above the bottom line. We go up above the top just a little. Down, tiny swoop. And a big swoop. And the brush stroke. We go up, down, little swoop, big swoop, and brush stroke. All right, I'm gonna freehand it. Up and down, little swoop, and big swoop. Well, that's not a big swoop, but one more time. We go up, down, and little swoop, and big swoop. Oh, that's better, just a little smaller. You can't really see that it's a, well, you can see it's a T. See, I like that better than this because this looks like an A. I'd rather this be filled in. So I think I would probably go with that. That's just me. You do you. All right. We got the U. Up and around. Down swoop. I know that I went pretty fast on that one, but you start just below the top line and you make your little curve above the bottom line. So you're kind of just winging it in the middle, up and swoop. And then you got brush strokes. This probably is the easiest one. Freehand. Let's see if I can back what I'm saying. Okay, we're going to go like that. See? No, maybe not so easy after all. Try that again. Okay, swoop. No. Swoop and swoop. Well, that's a little better. Practice makes perfect, right? Okay, V. Kind of like the U, but there's a little curly. I don't know if that's the technical term, but it's curly to me. Up all the way to the bottom, all the way to the top, and curl. Then you got the brush strokes. Okay. Up, down to the bottom, to the top, and curl. All right, freehanding it. To the bottom, up to the top, and curl. All right, that one's not so bad. W, it's kind of like a V, but with an extra swoop. All right, so we start at the top, Do like a little U, and then do a big U, and a swoop. Brush strokes. Okay, little U, big U, and swoop. Brush strokes. Freehanding it, little U, big U, and swoop. Brush strokes. Freehand it again. Let's do one more time. Little U, big U, swoop. We got the brush strokes. All right, not so bad. We have X. Start at the top almost, and they want you to go above the line. All right, start right there. I don't know how far down that is, but right there. And you make an X. You make an X with some curlies the first time. So you turn and you turn. Your second turn's below that bottom line, and then you just make that. Then you do your brush stroke. Okay, you make a line with curls. Kind of looks like a hook you use for Christmas ornaments. And then that, just a straight line, and the brush strokes. Okay, see if I can do this. So up, down, and over, and do the brush strokes. All right, freehand it one more time. Let's see, we go up, down, up, straight line, brush strokes. Okay, could be better, but it's not that bad. Now we're going to do Y. We're going to start around here, go down to the bottom line and up just below this one. Big old curly. Then the brush strokes. Do the brush strokes. Do the brush strokes. All right. Start here down to the bottom. Stop just a little below your starting point. Big swoop. And brush strokes. All right, here's freehanding it. We're gonna go down to the bottom, stop right below my starting point, big swoop. Oh yeah, woo, all right. Not great, but that's okay. I got this over here, so I will continue to work on that. Now we have the Z. It's basically like a Z you learn in elementary school. You start, and I don't know if I make them this way still, but it's like a refresh to elementary school here. Start on the bottom line, make it like an arch, and then you kind of make an arch go big old curly. Oop. And brush strokes are on the inside right. Bottom line, up and stop, make an arch, big old circle, and curly. And brush strokes. Let me see if I can freehand it. Okay, make an arch and a big old swoop and brush strokes. Okay, not great, but we'll practice. Okay, so that is the basics of lettering. Okay, next time we will be doing numbers. So you guys take your papers, do your practice. I will be, because I really would like to learn how to do this. So I'll be doing my drills, my practice drills. So that way I will start off next time and we'll see how far I have come along. Next time when we start, I will kind of go through and refresh, and I will do my alphabet, and we'll see how far along I am getting. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. If you would take a few minutes, just hit that subscribe button, turn on those notifications so you know when this next video is up. Hopefully I'll get these up on Wednesdays. I'd like to call it Writing Wednesday. I'm going to do, a few little series, and I'm going to call them fun names like that. Monday's going to be planning. Wednesday's going to be writing and lettering. And Fridays are going to be finance Fridays when I do my budgeting. This is new. I hope I can get this to work out like I planned. So I just wanted to let you guys know you're the first to know. So if you are looking forward to something like that, turn on those notifications so you don't miss it. I hope you guys have a great day or a great night, depending on where you live. And I will definitely talk to you later.